In this part, I will simply be showing you how to calculate sales given cost of sales and the markup, or how to calculate gross profit given only sales and the markup. In this case, I will start with the first one where we're given the cost of sales figure. So the cost of sales figure here is 5,600 and the markup is 20%. So we don't have sales, we also don't have gross profit. Now, you will simply have to calculate sales and gross profit by first using the table above, which enables you to calculate the markup percentage and figure out how much percentage will be selling price, how much percentage will be gross profit, and how much percentage will be cost price. Now, note that cost price is always at 100%. Cost price is always at 100%. In this example here, we are given the markup, and the markup, which is your gross profit. So your gross profit will be 20%. We are missing sales. How do we get sales? Note that to calculate the selling price, you normally take your cost price, you add your markup, and it will give you your selling price, which will be 120. When you want an amount, any amount that you want will be equal to the amount that you have multiplied by what you want divided by what you have. For instance, if I want sales, the only amount I'm giving is cost of sales. That's the amount I have. So 5,600 will be the amount that I have. What I want will be sales. So sales, according to the table that I gave you above, sales will be at 120. And since cost of sales is the one that is given, and cost of sales will always be at 100, I will divide by 100. So according to this, we know that cost of sales will be at 100. Markup is at 20. Sales will be at 120. Note that we are given cost of sales. So this is at 100. What we want is sales, and sales will be at 120. You will simply take cost of sales figure. So sales will be equals to 5,600. You multiply by what you want. We want sales. That's why we multiply by 120. We divide by what we have. Remember, this 100 is the cost price. So we are given the cost price, which is at 100%. You always divide by what you have. And that will give us our sales figure, and our sales figure will be 6,720. To calculate gross profit, I'm simply going to take 6,720 minus the cost of sales figure of 5,600, and then it'll give me my gross profit, which is 1,120. Okay. Let's check number 2. This is number 2. In number 2, what are we given? We are given sales. Let's calculate cost of sales. The percentage here is 30%, which is the markup, meaning that gross profit will be 30%. Cost of sales is always at 100, and sales will be at 130. If I want cost of sales will be equal to the amount that I am given, which is 13,650. What is it that I want? I want cost of sales. And the percentage for cost of sales is 100. So I'll multiply by 100. What is it that I have? I have this 13,650, but that 13,650 is already at 130%. So we'll divide by what I have. And this will give me my cost of sales figure. My cost of sales figure will be 13,650 multiplied by 100. Divide this by 130. Cost of sales will be 10,500. Now, if I want gross profit, what I'm going to do is just to change this. Instead of timesing by 100, I will times by 30 because I'm looking for gross profit, which is at 30%. And when I do that, it'll give me how much? It'll give me gross profit as 3,150. Okay. So it'll be 13,650 times 100 divided by 130. It'll simply give me cost of sales. And my cost of sales figure will be 10,500. So for me to get gross profit, you just take 13,650, you minus cost of sales, okay? So sales minus cost of sales will give you gross profit. So if I take 13,650 minus 10,500, it'll give me gross profit, and my gross profit will be 3,150. Okay, let's go to number 3. In number 3, we are given the markup. The markup is 25%, meaning that gross profit will be 25%. Cost of sales will be 100. Sales will be 125. Which value must I calculate? Must I calculate sales? If I want sales, I will simply say sales will be equal to the 3,000, which is the amount that I'm given. But please note that that 3,000 is at 25. So I know that whatever I divide by here, I must divide by 25. And then you multiply by what I want. What I want is sales, and sales for number 3 will be at 125. And this will give me my sales figure of 15,000. So I know that sales here will be 15,000. Let's calculate cost of sales. What if I wanted cost of sales? I would have taken the 3,000, but instead of multiplying by 125, I was going to multiply by 100, and it was going to give me my cost of sales figure, which is how much? Which is 12,000. Meaning that for my cost of sales, I will have 12,000. To check if it's correct, you would take 15,000 minus 12,000. It should give you that 3,000, right? Okay, let's go to number 4, where we are given a gross profit percentage, which is 33, 1 over 3. Now that 33, 1 over 3, please make sure that when you put it into your calculator, you use this function here. Okay, where in the small bracket, in this small box here, you put in 33. And then in this box here, you will put 1. And then in this one, you will put 3. And then you put a percentage. You'll realize that 33 and 1/3% is simply 33,33333. Okay. So what is it that I have here? This was quite easy because you were given sales at the cost of sales. You could have just taken 40,000 minus 30,000. It'll have given you your gross profit of 10,000. Otherwise, if you want to use the gross profit margin, you will decide what you want to use first. If I want to use sales to calculate gross profit, I'll say gross profit is just GP, and I want to use sales. I will take 40,000 times it by gross profit must be 33, 33333333, but sales will be at 133. If you're wondering how I got to that, it's pretty much the same thing. Here we know that for number 4, we know that gross profit will be 33,33333, and cost of sales will be 100, meaning that sales will be 133,3333. Okay, those are the percentages that we've got. If you're wondering how is it that I'm dividing by 133,000, to work it out, it will simply give us 10,000. If you wanted to use 30,000, you're still going to multiply, which is cost of sales, by the way, but you're calculating gross profit. You are going to say gross profit is equal to 30,000 times 33,333, but you divide it by 100 because you will be using cost of sales, and cost of sales are at 100. That is cost of sales. That's why we're dividing by 100. That is sales. That's why we're dividing by 133. And that is because sales are at 133 and gross profit is at 33,33 and cost of sales is at 100. Hope you got that. Or the easier way of doing this, you could have just taken your sales minus cost of sales to get your gross profit. All right. Try this task work out. I'll give you 5 minutes. All right, you'll realize that for number 5, you were given a markup of 15%. You need to first start by writing percentages. It means that gross profit will be at 15%. Cost of sales is always at 100. 100 plus 15 will give you a sales, which will be at 115%. So if I want sales, I will take this 13,000, multiply it by 15 and divide it by 100. Okay. If I want gross profit, I'll take the 13,000, multiply it by 15 and divide it by 100. So for me to calculate sales, I took 13,000, I multiplied it by 115 divided by 100. It gave me a sales figure. Once you have cost of sales and sales, it's easy for you to get gross profit because you just subtract them from one another. And then it'll give you a gross profit. Okay. Now here for number 6, what is it that we have? For number 6, the markup is 45%. So gross profit will be at 45%, meaning sales will be at 145%. So if I want cost of sales, I'll take this. I'll always divide it by that. If I want cost of sales, I will multiply this by 100. If I want gross profit, I will multiply it by 45. Okay. All right. Everything else is just a repetition of what I've just said. Let me just do number 7 quickly. For number 7, this is 35. This will be at 135. So I'll always divide by 35. So if I want cost of sales, I will multiply by 100 but divide it by 35. If I want sales, I'll multiply it by 135, but I will divide it by 35. So I started with cost of sales, I multiplied it by 100 and divided by 35, gave me 18,000. If I want sales, I'll multiply by 135 divided by 35, and that's how I got everything. Please check out all the answers. All right, someone just brought my attention to this here. Thank you for watching the videos and showing me the mistakes where I made mistakes. I really appreciate it. It is with respect to this here. If you've watched previous videos, you'll know what I'm talking about here. When you try and find balance carry down, no, it's not this one here. Let me just look for it quickly. I think it's this one here. When you try to find balance brought down, you get balance brought down, carry down is 60-30. Okay. In the previous video, I think it was 5,740. That was incorrect. It was supposed to be 6,030 rands. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Check out the next video where I will be showing you how to calculate the cost price using word